I didn't try to talk to him and tell him no, but I tried to talk to him and let him know that I loved him and I cared for him, and but he was already going to make his own decisions. He was a man already, and but he knew where I was coming from. I didn't have to tell him, what to do. He knew what I believed in and what I wanted for him, and I didn't have to tell him that, but I kind of like just approached him like, what, you know what you're doing. You're a man. Just I still love you no matter what. I'm still gonna care for you no matter what, and just be careful. It's just like but that's just in some people. That's how I noticed that. They just become that. I had another young man. I said, hey, why'd you get in? He's like, man, I've been waiting it's like all my life. This is all I ever wanted to do, And he's like, now his dream had come true. Wow, it's like but the way he told it to me, it was like I got accepted into Harvard or something, I asked a lot of questions, without trying to preach or without trying to be judgmental, just to get an idea for myself what goes on, Our community has always had a lot of love for each other, just people that, you could have a gang member and a non-gang member, but they're gonna love each other just because they grew up in the same community. And then when the gang member joins the gang, it just becomes even more love, It's just like people think that gangs are about violence and doing this and that, but it's love. It's just like a fraternity. It's a community. It's a group of people coming together, and they just don't want nobody to come into our community and then harm them, or not for anybody to come into our community and hurt anyone in our community, from babies to grandmothers. They just want to be like the ones that set that reputation out there that it's like it's not okay to come into this community and hurt any member of our community, because we have people that are not going to let that happen.